Hello everyone, this is Sodhi from CAAN Wings Consultants Private Limited. Welcome to this weekly YouTube session. Today I'm going to be talking about the state of South Australia. South Australia was slated to release its occupation list on the 25th of August, and this has been done successfully yesterday. Around 470 occupations have been made available for offshore applicants. This is one of the most expansive lists South Australia has ever introduced for offshore applicants to take advantage of the nominations. Now, as compared to the year 21-22, there's been a significant increase in the number of occupations listed on this list, where 21-22 had about 380 occupations listed and 22-23 list has 470 occupations listed. If you go through the occupation list on South Australia Immigration website, you will notice that most of the occupations listed as eligible for offshore migration are available only for 491 visa. Except for a few trade occupations which are eligible for both 491 as well as 190. The eligibility criteria, however, has been toned down as much as they could, with just 65 points as minimum requirement, and competent English, that is 6 bands in each section in the IELTS, or 50 each on the PTE. Interestingly, as you all fared, and I've shared this in my previous videos as well, when South Australia released its list last sometime in February, it had required only those applicants to fill in ROI, those who had at least 8 years of work experience and proficient plus English. So as you can see, all of that has changed. There is no requirement for proficient plus or proficient English, and there is no requirement for additional work experience. So what that technically means is that, let's say there is somebody who has got a positive skills assessment from anybody. Let's go with the example of Wales. He or she has received a positive skills assessment, but the number of years that person is eligible to claim after the deemed date is, let's say, 0.03. That is just 3 months. So even that applicant is eligible to apply for a South Australian nomination. Even if somebody is getting 0 points under the work experience in the EOI, that is, if somebody who has less than 3 years of experience is also eligible. Now, South Australia will obviously pick the applicants. Unlike the previous times, you do not need to fill an ROI to be considered for a South Australian nomination. All you need to do is, in your expression of interest, indicate South Australia as the most preferred state for you to migrate, and South Australia will itself select applicants and give you an invitation to apply for a nomination. Now, once you get an invitation to apply for a nomination, you will have 14 days to submit your application. After that, South Australia will be reviewing your application along with the documentation and giving out a decision. If you get a nomination, it will be followed by an invitation to apply for a visa from the DHA, and then you're almost done. Now, there are few applicants I want to particularly talk about whose occupations have not been listed on South Australia list. That is the child care center manager. This is a very popular occupation but has not been listed on South Australia. Nutritionists, transport company managers, massage therapists, and interior designers. So those of you who have not been listed in South Australia, I strongly recommend that you submit your ROI, that is registration of interest, for the state of Victoria. We do expect NSW to come up with its list very soon, but as for now, these are the options you have got with you. So for South Australia, if you've got any questions, please get in touch with us on 78498 or feel free to write to us on CaanWings@gmail.com. That is CAANWINGS@gmail.com. So until next time, goodbye and take care.